Stephanie Milky here, aka KetoMOM, or often called mom, sis, Steffi, daughter, wife, aunt, and friend. Just like many of you, I carry a lot of titles. My favorite title is mom. I should probably say wife, which takes a lot of my time. But let's be honest, if you want to do something and do it well, you will make the time for it. Commitment is hard because we find ourselves overcommitted, but when you practice prioritizing, you will find out what is actually important and what you can let go. With the KetoMOM podcast, you will learn together how to manage our time, commit to the most important things in life, and I will equip you with the tools you need to feel qualified each step of the way. My name is Stephanie Milky, and welcome to the KetoMOM Secrets podcast. Good morning. Welcome to the KetoMOM page. My name is Stephanie, and we are going to just chit-chat about eating that frog. Actually, we're going to talk about a lot of things. So as you're tuning in, I'd love to know, where are you tuning in from? I am tuning in from Minnesota in our home. I'm looking over our lake, and the ice is gone, and we are celebrating. If you can you hear the geese? The door is open. It is supposed to be in the 60s, 70s, and 80s here on Wednesday. We're not going to talk about next week and the cold's coming back. We're going to enjoy the beautiful season that is coming. We're so excited. So as you're tuning in, tell me, where are you tuning in from? If you are brand new to the page, post new below. I want to get to know you. And here on the KetoMOM page, we do lots of different things. Mainly, most people that come here want to lose weight. So I totally get it. They want to see recipes. They want me to be cooking in the kitchen. They want to know how I make my eggs, or they want to see the cream cheese pickle roll-ups. They want to see all of the things. Totally get it. And yet what I will tell you is there's more than just the recipes that we make that you need to help you on your journey. And so you can always go to ketomomsecrets.com. Click on recipes, click on mindset, click on ketones. You can send me a message. We've been sharing on this page for almost 8 years. Super exciting. And my husband and I, we've been going through books here for 2 years. And so in the mornings, we like to talk about mindset. Now, what I'm realizing, and I'm just going to be real with you, is most people want a recipe. You can go to ketomomsecrets.com and click on recipes. You can scroll through this page for the last 8 years and get recipes. There's no shortage of recipes. There's different things that we're going to be talking about in a different avenue, maybe on a different platform. There's something that's coming. We want to make sure it's set up and ready, because really what my husband and I have realized is there's a book that we went through called Kazone. And the book Kazone talks about different spokes in your life. I'm not going to get into it right now, but we want to offer value. We want to help people in lots of areas of their life. We're not going to be doing it all on the KetoMOM page. We're going to be talking more about marriage and teens and finances and business. And we have some ideas. We'll be going through books. We'll be going through different things, but it's not going to just be here. And so stay tuned for that. That will be coming very soon as we get that ready. But here is what I want to talk about here for it'll probably take us a week. A couple things. First of all, let me ask you this. How was your Easter? We spent time with our family. We were outside, enjoyed food and fellowship. It was a really peaceful day. It was super great. And prior to that, Steve and I were in Las Vegas. Some of you have been messaging us and saying, what were you in Vegas for? Why were you with all of these people? What were you doing? What were you doing? And so I'd love to share more about that. Part of our life on the KetoMOM page is business. Part of our life on the KetoMOM page outside of recipes is drinking ketones. It's helping people understand the tools they can use in their life. It's helping people, the stories that we heard this weekend were unbelievable. So we were with people that, first of all, started drinking ketones. We were with people that wanted better in their life. That's where it started. And then they started drinking ketones. They were introduced to a community. They showed up at an event. We got to meet them in person and hear their stories. And it was unbelievable to sit there with 250 people hearing about not only how ketones change their life, but the community, the education, the mindset, the atmosphere, the like-minded people of what they needed. Hearing of how they were pulled out from some of the things in their life that were just detrimental. And so sitting there listening to people, I'll talk about the book in a second. Somebody's like, what is this book you're talking about that you just held up? I'll show you. Because I want you to understand that there are so many different areas of your life that we want to help you with. I'll give you a recipe. Like if you're just tuning in and you're brand new and you need to know how to get started, post food below and we can chat. I talk about the ketones that I love. It is a tool. That's how I started. We're going to be doing a reboot all together as a Keto Mom community. This is what it looks like. It's an incredible tool to help you on your journey. Sometimes people will say, Stephanie, do you eat perfect keto all the time? And I say, no, I drink ketones all the time. That's how I got started. And then I work on eating better, right? I would be more low carb, not keto. That's how I prefer most people to eat. That's how I help most people eat because it's more sustainable. I hands down will tell you and give you some ideas, but this is actually where I started. Why? Because it's a product that puts you in ketosis. Sometimes people say, but your body can make ketones. Why do you have to drink them? And I say, is your body actually making ketones? Because most people don't do the ketogenic diet right. And so I would say, if you want a tool to help you on your journey, if you've never tried ketones, we need to chat. I want to tell you how they work, why they work, the education behind them. Join us for the challenge or join us for the reboot. Whatever your goal is, I can help you reach it more effectively. And so post ketones below. I'd love to get to know you more and share how they work. It's a packet. You put it in water. Yes, your body can make ketones, and yes, you can drink them. It gives you the energy, the focus. Ketones are brain fuel. They help with your appetite so you're not snacking all day. I don't have to take a nap. I used to be a napper. I'm not snacking all day. I'm not snacking on kids' foods. I'm a homeschool mom that works in my home that has access to my kitchen all day long. And so this was a tool. Some of you use pots of coffee, energy drinks, whatever it is that you're drinking. I use ketones and they work. I've been drinking them for 8 years. So if you want to know more about it, if you want to join us for the challenge or the reboot starting next week together, post ketones in the comments and we'll chat. But in general, what I love about ketones, which led us to a community, which led us to understand the power of how people truly need to work on their mindset. They need a community of people. This, like we were in Las Vegas with a group of people for business to help inspire others, to help people realize like they need a team of people around them. And then all of a sudden they go, I want to be that person that inspires other people. And so if you are wanting an opportunity, a community, if you're already drinking ketones, if you're like, I want to go to Vegas with you, I want to travel with you, I want to be in an atmosphere where people are learning about mindset, they're learning about personal growth, they're doing it with their spouse or with their kids, they're creating an income. Like it's more than just your personal goals. Like I want you to think about who can I inspire? Who can I take with me? Who needs what I have? How can I grow with other people? If you're looking for an opportunity, it's a business and it can take your family and we can help you become debt free. We can help you understand, like take your family on a vacation, put your kids through college. If you're like, I just want a little bit more to help bless others, like whatever it is for you, post opportunity in the comments because I would love to chat with you more about it. It's amazing. It's what's changed our families' lives. And that's part of what my husband and I want to talk about outside of marriage and parenting teenagers and yes, your health goals and other things that people have questions about. I would love to say that everybody on the Keto Mom page wants that. And then yet, if you really look at numbers, because let's just be real, right? Numbers can work for you. They can work against you. There are things that you're like, well, if it's for one person, hands down. But in general, the overall, there's just things that we want to talk about. And it's not going to be on the Keto Mom page because it's really not what people here are looking for. Some of you might, but we're going to do something a little different. So be watching for that. We want to do it well. It's going to be coming soon. And so you're super great. Thank you, Rebecca. Good morning, Glenda. I love it, Ruth. Ruth and I have been talking and there's just a lot of super cool things that we have been blessed to, number one, learn, and then also to share with other people. So yes, as we are getting ready, as my husband is getting this new platform, this new idea, this new concept, we have a name for it. and we're going to be talking a lot about a lot of different things. So be watching for that. But I was scrolling through my bookshelf and I was like, but I still want to do something on here until that platform is ready. And so I grabbed this book, and this book has been talked a lot about in our company. Our CEO, we talk about books a lot. We talk about mindset. And one of the books that's come up for years is called Eat That Frog. I actually have never read it. It's been sitting on my bookshelf. I've been looking through I'm pointing over here because we've got hundreds of books. And I was like, man, hands down, the book that we did last month called The Power to Change should be the very first book that you should read, because it talks about the who before the do. We were at this event. An amazing lady stood up. She was sharing her story about family and environment and situations and how she just needs to get out of this in order for her to take her life to the next level. And so, do you ever feel a whisper? Do you ever feel like God tells you to do something? Well, I was standing in the front. We got the opportunity to help lead the event, and I felt like God said, give her your book. And so the one book that I had, The Power to Change, that has all of our highlights in, I said, all right, as we're coaching her, said, if you'll read this book, I'll give it to you. So I don't have the visual for you. I need to order another book for myself. I would say after we read that book, here on the KetoMOM page, you can always go to KetoMomSecrets.com. Click on Mindset, click on Book Club, and go. All you have to do is scroll through. It's at the bottom of that blog, and you can go through that with us. But I told my husband that book should be the number one book that people start with when they're working on mindset. It's called The Power to Change. If you don't get that right, every other book that you read is you trying to go through the motions of fixing or starting a new habit before you figure out who you are. So I picked up this book. I was trying to find the other book that we have called The Miracle Morning. I must have loaned it to somebody because I don't have it on my bookshelf. But there's other books like Atomic Habits and other books we've gone through. Go to KetoMomSecrets.com and click on Book Club. They're powerful. Oh, I didn't even see it. Steve said we look for things differently. I think this book is amazing. It helps you control your day. Thanks, babe. He's my better half, and he really helps keep me grounded, and he's really amazing, detail-oriented. Like, I'm like this, and he's like, and we work well together. So you guys, I swear I was looking at that bookshelf for an hour. It's not good. All right, so I was like, man, this book is powerful. Why? Because it helps you control your morning, right? If you're not in control of your day, that means somebody else is. So I would highly recommend getting this book. But if you get this book and you try to implement the Miracle Morning without working on the who before the do, which is the book called The Power to Change, this might eventually become irrelevant because you didn't work on your who. Anyways, I say all of that because we are going to go through a book. It's called Eat That Frog. Some of you might be like, wait, I don't have the book. It's a super simple book. Steve and I are just going to give you the basic concepts of the book. It's going to be very easy for you to listen to. Take a couple notes and have a good understanding of what this book is about. But in general, the book is called Eat That Frog. There's the author. Take a screenshot. And here's what I'll say. It says this. It has been said that if the first thing that you do each morning is to eat a live frog, you can go through the day with the satisfaction of knowing that that is probably the worst thing that is going to happen to you all day. Your frog is your biggest and most important task, the one that you are more likely to procrastinate on if you don't do something about it. It is also the one task that can have the greatest positive impact on your life and the result at the moment. So this is going to be a great book. I'm excited to go through it with you. You can grab the book if you want to. You don't have to. You can listen to us on the page. We'll give you the basic action steps. It's a pretty basic, simple book to read. This is the same, but we're going to go through it here. We'll start tomorrow. You can tune in the mornings. And I want you to know that we're here to help you. We're here to give you guidance. There's so many things. So did you want me to do something with that, or we're just going to do it together? You guys, should we give one of these books away because we have an extra one? All right, how should we do that? Anybody who orders today goes into a pot. All right. How about we'll do this? So in general, we'll do this. I would love for you to press the share button. Sharing is caring. And so if you press the share button, you have to tell me that you shared in the comments, because sometimes I actually can't see it on here. So press the share button, tell me that you shared. If you decide to grab the reboot or the challenge kit, let me know. If you grab that today, your name will go into a drawing. Post ketones in the comments and we can chat, or even a trial pack, because this is how I got started. Like, I would say this, where Steve and I are today isn't because somebody handed us a book. We are where we are today because we had people around us, the community called Prove It. People, I would say in general, I grew up in an incredible home. I grew up really with incredible parents. And as adults, Steve and I had some really great mentors. We had people that believed in us. We had people that believed in us before we believed in ourselves. It actually started with our company called Prove It. And he saw something in us that we didn't see in ourselves, but I see it in a lot of people. I see we wanted better. We didn't understand mindset. We weren't working on personal growth or personal development. And so somebody took us under their wing. Wouldn't you say that, babe? And that's the community that we have today. And we've learned about reading books, and it started with like My Mom Fuel, as silly as it sounds. Like, this it turned my brain on. I wasn't tired. I was able to be a better mom and a better wife. Like, sometimes people think, well, I can do it all on my own. I'm going to say you can't. I'm going to say a community is powerful. I'm going to say there's certain tools that can help you go further faster. And so whatever it is, whatever you're looking for, we want to help you with that. So I wanted to say thank you for tuning into the page. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for saying good morning. Your presence matters, and we want to help you on that journey. So we're going to give away one of these books. We'll give it away tomorrow. You can press the share button. Let me know that you shared. Your name will go into a drawing. If you want to know more about ketones and you grab some ketones, your name will go into a drawing. It'll be super fun. This is how I got started with all of this, was drinking a pack of ketones and introduced to a community that truly changed our life. So post ketones in the comments and we can chat. Continue to tune into the page. If you need recipes, there's recipes for 8 years. Go to ketomomsecrets.com. Send me a message if you need some help. And I would love to see you in this picture with us as we travel, we share our story, we meet people in fun destinations, or like we probably are going to be going to Mexico with a whole bunch of these people in the fall, and so many different things from now until then. So I'd love for you to be one of these people. I love that. Yes. Hey, thank you guys. I love that you add value and share below. So Rebecca, I'll send you a message. Yes, you can, and we can chit chat. Otherwise, thank you. Hey, did you know that your baby is actually born in ketosis? You've got ketones in your breast milk. Yes, it's incredible. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys have an incredible morning. Continue to watch the page. Reach out with questions. I hope you have a great day, and we'll talk to you very soon. Bye, everybody.